Good morning and welcome to another edition of Moneyline with Nancy. I am Nancy Naji. Half of 2026 is now behind us, and the critical question is Nigeria's economic recovery gaining real momentum, or are the biggest challenges still ahead? This morning, I'll be taking a stock of the economy from growth, inflation, interest rates, the exchange rates, capital flows, equity markets, and the outlook for the second half of the year. We'll also be examining the central bank's decision to revoke the licenses of 46 microfinance banks. In just one statement, it did that yesterday. A move, the bank says, it's aimed at strengthening the soundness of the financial system. And we will discuss the World Bank's approval of a new $1.25 billion financing package for Nigeria, despite public concerns over the country's rising debt profile. The facility is set to be designed to support job creation, private investment, energy, digital infrastructure, and agriculture under the new 2026 to 2032 country partnership framework. And joining me to discuss all of this is Johnson Chukwu, the Group Managing Director, as well as the Chief Executive Officer of Carrier Assets Management Limited, to help us make sense of the numbers, the policies, and what they mean for every one of us. That's investors, businesses, and everyday Nigerians. And if you miss the broadcast by any means, you're not watching this, or even if you're watching this and you want to watch again, that you are nocturnal. It's also the World Cup season, you know. You can watch the repeat broadcast of this at 1 a.m. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. On YouTube, we are Moneyline with Nancy TV. So subscribe to our YouTube channel where we continue the conversation beyond the screen. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty of today's program. We'll begin with the news now by telling you that the Central Bank of Nigeria has revoked the operating licenses of 46 microfinance banks for failing to meet regulatory requirements. In a statement signed by its acting director of corporate communications, Hakama Sidi Ali, the CBN said the revocation took effect on July 1, 2026, as part of efforts to strengthen the financial system, protect depositors, and ensure compliance with banking regulations. The World Bank's Board of Executive Directors has approved the $1.25 billion development policy financing loan for Nigeria and endorsed a new 2026 to 2032 country partnership framework. Announcing the decision in a statement, the World Bank said the funding will support economic reforms, attract private investments, improve competitiveness, and create more sustainable jobs. Moving to the NNPC Limited now. Financial performance of the company took a hit in May 2026 as revenue fell nearly 13% to 4.34 trillion naira from 4.97 trillion naira in April, while profit after tax declined to 462 billion naira. The drop came despite this stable oil production of 1.73 million barrels per day and natural gas output of 7.77 billion standard cubic feet daily. The company says it continues to address operational bottlenecks, with upstream pipeline availability remaining strong at 98%. The International Monetary Fund says Nigeria has 8.83 trillion naira unreported government spending, equivalent to about 2% of GDP, warning that it distorts the country's true fiscal position. Speaking in Lagos, IMF resident representative in Nigeria, Christian Ebeke, urged greater fiscal transparency, saying fiscal disclosure of public expenditure is essential for sound economic policymaking and investor confidence. According to the S&P Global June PMI reports, Nigeria's private sector maintained its growth momentum, with the Purchasing Managers Index easing to 53.4 from 54.1 in May. The report said improving customer demand boosted output, new orders, and hiring, while businesses remained optimistic despite rising input costs. Nigeria's insurance industry recorded a historic 2.3 trillion naira in gross premium income in 2025. The NIA, that's the Nigerian Insurance Association, has disclosed that the growth was driven by strong general insurance performance, as well as higher retention of oil and gas risk and rising demand for life insurance products. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission and the National Pension Commission have recovered over 3 billion naira in unremitted pension contributions from defaulting employers. In a statement, PENCOM said the funds recovered from companies in the electricity sector have been credited to the retirement savings account of the affected workers. All right, let's take a break, and when we return, it will be time for us to take you through the markets, how we ended yesterday, and of course, how the markets are shaping up today. Not just even shaping up, how the markets are trading in Electrade. We'll be right back after this break. Do stay. This is Moneyline with Nancy, and this is a program that sets your business day for you.
Inflation played a 9-1 on us, and the cost of doing business and the cost of living crisis persists. But we can win. We can win on those two things.
We need to work on our infrastructure, maintain what we have, and add new infrastructure. Isn't it interesting to you that it still costs less to ship something from China to Lagos than from Dakar to Nigeria?
Resilience is not only bouncing back when there is crisis or shocks. Resilience is about the ability to adapt, the ability to innovate, the ability to thrive in a VUCA world, which is basically a world that we have a lot of vulnerabilities, a world that we have a lot of uncertainty.
Thank you, Nancy. You've been doing a great job in trying to educate Nigerians, and we must appreciate you for that.
Everybody tells me you're the gold standard in this business, yeah.
Well, Nancy Naji, for the best you can be, and good at change as well. All right, let's take you through the markets very quickly, and we're doing that right here at the wall. And investors continue to navigate the delicate balance between domestic fundamentals and global uncertainty. And I will begin with the money markets, where liquidity still remains robust at 4.54 trillion naira, providing sufficient cash across the banking system. The Nigerian overnight financing rate, or what we now call the NOFA, held steady at about 22%, suggesting, of course, that liquidity conditions remain comfortable despite marginal funding pressures. But in the Treasury bills market, we're seeing that trading was subdued as investors adopted a wait-and-see approach. Benchmark yields eased slightly to about 0.09%, indicating continued demand for short-term government securities, even as participants remain cautious. So Treasury bill yields are easing, as you can see right here on the screen. The bond market told a slightly different story. Early buying interest, especially in the 2035 FGN bonds, lost momentum as the session progressed, pushing the average benchmark yield to about 17.62%. And that reflects a market still searching for direction as investors become more selective about duration risk. On the external front, the Euro bonds came under pressure as tensions surrounding U.S.-Iran negotiations continue to weigh on global risk sentiment. With U.S. non-farm payrolls data due later today, investors globally are holding back from major positions, leaving yields slightly higher. Now, at the Nigerian foreign exchange market, yes, the Naira extended its recovery, appreciating 0.53%, and it closed at 1,372 Naira 40 kobo to the US dollar at the official window. And of course, that's the development that continues to support improving market confidence. Let's take a look at equities now. The all-share index lost about 1.63% on Wednesday, dragging market capitalization down to about 144.6 trillion naira as investors took profits in some heavyweight stocks despite strong gains in select mid-cap counters. So what you're seeing on the screen right here is a print of Wednesday's trade. The markets have started trading already about an hour, 10 minutes in. Closing time would be at 4 p.m. Nigerian time. So you're looking at traded value, 13 billion naira. Volume ended at about 488 million. Deals at 46,869 there. But let's take a look at global markets. Attention remained fixed on the U.S. labor market. Wall Street futures this morning turned negative ahead of the June jobs report, while European and most Asian markets are trading lower amid caution over global growth and monetary policy. In the commodity space, we're seeing that Brent crude fell to around $70 a barrel. So lower oil prices raising questions over global demand outlook, and that oil is extending its losing streak as diplomatic progress between the U.S. and Iran raises hopes of fewer supply disruptions. Gold, on the other hand, let's take a look at the yellow metal. Gold moved higher as investors sought the safety of the precious metal ahead of critical U.S. economic data, which I mentioned earlier. So you're seeing that the gold prices are green right now. Okay, so that's a wrap of global markets updates. What you're seeing right now on the wall, it's a wrap of what I've just said, graphically. If our director can just put it on the screen so that you can look at it holistically, everything that I've just mentioned in just about 2 or 3 minutes, that's the graphics for you, so you can actually now understand what I talked about. The top gainers, the top losers for Tuesday. Trading activity, volume traded for over 400 million shares, and global markets down there for you to take a look at. Okay. All right, that's it for the markets so far. Let's take a break, and when we return, my guest will be joining me. We have quite a lot to discuss, from the revocation of the licenses of microfinance banks to I don't even just know what to say, to the loan that is a loan, no, because some media support is a loan. Nothing goes free. There is no free lunch even in Freetown. So $1.25 billion amid a potpourri of many other economic issues, even as we are in the second half of the year. We'll be right back after the break. Do join us again. Moneyline with Nancy, of course.
Issues as they break. The multitude, the political figures, the state and non-state actors.
It's a serious threat to democracy.
And our governments seem to be incapable of protecting.
The scheming.
This is not a period we should sit back and go.
Every part of this country is equal.
The intrigues.
There can be no one person that is bigger than the party.
Deft moves and the momentous declaration.
We didn't get any protection.
I'm not particularly against anybody.
We We track and capture them all.
I don't believe in godfatherism in politics.
Follow in-depth analysis and no-holds-barred interviews.
Armed forces of the country is well capable. They need the political will.
Are they just waking up from sleep? Is there complacency?
Feel the pulse of happenings in the political arena on AIT Democracy Today. Widely acclaimed authority on politics. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time. The stories now break online. Don't miss anything from our real-time updates and exclusive content. Follow and participate in discussions on live TV studio programs to shape the narratives. Subscribe, engage, and share from AIT.live at AIT_online on X, AIT Online on Facebook, Official AIT Live on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, AIT_live, and AIT Livestream 1 on YouTube. Stay connected with AIT. On air, online, on live. The issues as they break. The multitude, the political figures, the state and non-state actors.
It's a serious threat to democracy.
And our government seem to be incapable of protecting
The scheming.
This is not a period we should sit back and go.
every part of this country. Is equal.
The intrigues.
There can be no one person that is bigger than the party.
Deft moves and the momentous declaration.
We didn't get any protection.
I'm not particularly against any anybody.
We track and capture them all.
I don't believe in godfatherism in politics.
Follow in-depth analysis and no-holds-barred interviews.
Armed forces of the country is well capable. They need the political will.
Are they just waking up from sleep? Is there complacency?
Feel the pulse of happenings in the political arena on AIT Democracy Today. Widely acclaimed authority on politics. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
Three, two, one.
My name is Eugenio Gastelum, and I am a video game expert for the United Nations, and we use video games to change public spaces around the world. We go to the community, teach them how to play Minecraft, and then the community is the one that changes the public space into what they desire or what they need in Minecraft.
It's the best job in the world, you know. I'm playing video games, I'm traveling, I'm meeting people, I'm teaching, I'm improving my world.
When I was maybe 6, 7 years old, my father brought from the United States one of the first consoles that was in my neighborhood. We used to play tournaments of video games for 36 hours straight.
So my home then started to turn into this hub for video games and entertainment for all the neighbors. It's funny being a Mexican kid with a mother telling me every day to stop playing video games.
Juegue, 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 juegue. Horas y horas y con los amigos. Podías hacer otras cosas en vez de estar tanto tiempo jugando videojuegos.
It took me maybe 20 years to teach her that it's okay to play video games, you know.
It was just a matter of time joining video games that I loved a lot and changing my surroundings, changing my community, changing at last the world, no? If I had a dream project, it became through Block by Block.
Block by Block is a program created by Mojang and UN Habitat where we use Minecraft to help community members redesign their neighborhoods.
UN Habitat provides the methodology, the funding through Block by Block, be the video game expert, urban experts, the supervision of the project, and all the planning for the workshops.
There's millions and millions of people who play Minecraft, millions of children who play Minecraft. And we've tied up with them to actually allow children as young as 6 or 7 to express their views on the redesign of a public space. And then we help put it into proper design and take it to city leaders and make sure that it gets done.
The project in Kosovo was in the center of the city. We were building in an old marketplace, and the community started wondering about the possibility, for example, for having a skate park. And then everybody got excited about the skate park because there were no skate parks in Kosovo. Through Block by Block, the community was able to develop a park that included a skate park. We supervise that the community wishes are reflected through the whole process and are included in the final design.
Well, before, the area felt very cold and unsafe. So seeing my own idea as a kid, changing a whole area in my city, it was very special to me. So the reaction of the community was great, and to me it was a great feeling which I'll never forget.
If you do something in a video game and then it appears in real life, you notice that you have this power to change your community, to change the world, and you start getting involved in other projects. Maybe I don't have the full power to do whatever I think is better for the world. For example, I cannot stop climate change, right? So I learned that through teaching the newer generations, my power multiplies.
Minecraft. Yeah, at the end you're gonna see that everybody has the power to change the world. That's what I do, I change the world.
It's not only me changing the problems that we have, it's me and all the newer generations coming to help me, and then they will teach the younger generations, and like that maybe we will be able to fix most of the problems in the world. Hola, mamá.
Hola. Yo estoy muy contenta contigo, yo me siento muy
The child shall in all circumstances be among the first to receive protection and relief in times of emergency and disaster.
UNICEF means the survival, development, and protection of children all over the world. Africa, Asia, South America, everywhere.
Ms. Hepburn traveled to virtually every area of the world where children and women are in need of assistance, giving them hope and comfort with her presence and tenderness.
I would like to read to you something very, very important, and it moves me deeply to have this privilege. The preamble to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. The child needs love and understanding and shall have the right to grow up in an atmosphere of affection and security. The child shall be entitled to grow and develop in health and shall have the right to adequate nutrition, housing, recreation, and medical services. The child is entitled to receive education and an opportunity to develop abilities in order to become a useful member of society.
Inside our boat, more than 100 people from Gambia. Some people are Nigerians, some people are from Liberia, many countries in Africa. The day we try to cross, our boat have problem. And the weather also is not that much good. The water is coming inside our boat, so we decided to return back. Because if we want to continue, we may all die. After I came back, 2020, I get married. We have 2 kids. I just try to manage. My dream, I want to open my own shop, aluminium work. You can have money in Gambia here. But I'm lacking materials and also financial support. I will not try the journey again. Too dangerous, too risky. Now, if I will leave by aeroplane, but not through Baku.
Two of you will not kill me in this house. Two of you. You will not kill me in this house.
But come to think of it, what if she has to do it for the expansion of the company? Did I pay it complete? Answer my question now. Did I pay your bride price complete?
Yes.
You will call them now. Tell them to refund me.
Look, I actually came here to give you an ultimatum.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Of what?
You have to choose between this job
There's
or
a
me.
saying that goes, what a man can do, a woman can do better.
But we can share pool because my name Jatsi.
It was Shimilishi. Okay, Mr. Johnson.
No, má pè mí Mr. Johnson mọ́. Johnson. O lè fà mí ràn gbọ̀ngàn, mo ti sọ fún ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà.
Oh, ti change.
Mi ò lè change.
Báwo tèmi ṣe kọ́ ẹ? Why don't you do like this? You're married. Ìwọ yìí marry náà. Ṣé mi tèmi tètè last a little while? Check out where the last one day.
Can you just shut up? Ṣọ́gbà okay, sir. Mo dẹ̀ sọ that it won't continue. Ṣọ́gbà okay, ṣọ́ o gbádùn, sir.
Why are you yelling at me?
Why would I yell at you? Why would I? Ṣọ́gbà sir.
What is going on? Are we fighting?
We're not fighting. I'm just trying to arrange the bed now and keep our space for our baby.
But I'm not even pregnant. Is it not by tomorrow? Is that the baby?
Oui. Yeah. Monsieur? Oh, no, I was feeling the pain for her.
There's nothing like crypto pregnancy.
Did you do NYC? She should know that these things are signs that are higher than her level.
Laughable. Risible. Ishokunabi. See, I go school past 12 now, and I know say ritual killings, they happen up to today. As preposterous as it sounds.
Okay, fine. Now picture this. I kill someone and boom, I'm all of a sudden rich. What is the correlation between blood and money?
Did you tell her that I don't cook for you, Mofe?
Did he lie?
Did he lie? You need to stop complaining. If you want to cook for your brother, I think you should just marry him and cook for him.
I should marry him
Stop complaining
for him because he cannot cook. And to think
you should come and cook
carry
for
yourself
him.
doing makeup up and down.
The stories now break online. Don't miss anything from our real-time updates and exclusive content. Follow and participate in discussions on live TV studio programs to shape the narratives. Subscribe, engage, and share from AIT.live at AIT_online on X, AIT Online on Facebook, Official AIT Live on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads, AIT_live, and AIT Livestream 1 on YouTube. Stay connected with AIT. On air, online, on live.
The issues as they break. The multitude, the political figures, the state and non-state actors.
It's a serious threat to democracy.
And our government seem to be incapable of protecting.
The scheming.
This is not a period we should sit back and go. Every part of this country is equal.
The intrigues.
There can be no one person that is bigger than the party.
Deft moves and the momentous declaration.
We didn't get any protection.
I'm not particularly against anybody.
We track and capture them all.
I don't believe we go for that reason in politics.
Follow in-depth analysis and no-holds-barred interviews.
Armed forces of the country is well capable. They need the political will.
Are they just waking up from sleep? Is there complacency?
Feel the pulse of happenings in the political arena on AIT Democracy Today. Widely acclaimed authority on politics. Monday to Friday, 7 p.m. Nigerian time.
The child shall in all circumstances be among the first to receive protection and relief in times of emergency and disaster.
UNICEF means the survival, development, and protection of children all over the world. Africa, Asia, South America, everywhere.
Ms. Hepburn traveled to virtually every area of the world where children and women are in need of assistance, giving them hope and comfort with her presence and tenderness.
I would like to read to you something very, very important, and it moves me deeply to have this privilege. The preamble to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. The child needs love and understanding and shall have the right to grow up in an atmosphere of affection and security. The child shall be entitled to grow and develop in health and shall have the right to adequate nutrition, housing, recreation, and medical services. The child is entitled to receive education and an opportunity to develop abilities in order to become a useful member of society.
Inside our boat, more than 100 people from Gambia. Some people are Nigerians, some people are from Liberia, many countries in Africa. The day we try to cross, our boat have problem. And the weather also is not that much good. The water is coming inside our boat, so we decided to return back. Because if we want to continue, we may all die there. And my dream, I want to open my own shop, aluminium work. You can have money in Gambia here. But I'm lacking materials and also financial support. I will not try the journey again. Too dangerous, too risky. Now, if I will leave by aeroplane, but not through back here.
Two of you will not kill me in this house. Two of you, you will not kill me in this house.
But come to think of it, what if she has to do it for the expansion of the company?
Did I pay it complete? Answer my question now. Did I pay your bride price complete?
Yes.
You will call them now. Tell them to refund me.
Look, I actually came here to give you an ultimatum.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Of what?
You have to choose between this job
There's
or
a
me.
saying that goes, what a man can do, a woman can do better.
But we should only pull because my jatty.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
No, má pè mí Mr. Johnson mọ́, Johnson. O lè fà mí ràn gbọ̀ngàn, mo ti sọ fún ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà.
Oh, ti change.
Mi ò lè change.
Báwo tèmi ṣe kọ́ ẹ? Why don't you do like this? You're married. Ìwọ yìí marry náà. Ṣé mi tèmi tẹ̀tí last a little while? Check out where the last one day.
Can you just shut up? Ṣé o wà okay, ṣá? Mo dẹ̀ sọ that it won't continue. Ṣé o wà okay? Ṣé o gbádùn, ṣá?
Why are you yelling at me?
Why would I yell at you? Why would I? Ṣé o gbádùn, ṣá?
What is going on? Are we fighting?
We're not fighting. I'm just trying to arrange the bed now and keep our space for our baby.
But I'm not even pregnant. Is it not by tomorrow? Is that the baby?
Oui. Yeah. Monsieur? Oh, no, I was feeling the pain for her.
There's nothing like crypto pregnancy.
Did you do NYC? She should know that these things are signs that are higher than her level.
Laughable, risible. Ishokunabi. See, I go school past 12 now, and I know say ritual killings they happen up to today. as preposterous as it sounds.
Okay, fine. Now picture this. I kill someone and boom, I'm all of a sudden rich. What is the correlation between blood and money?
Did you tell her that I don't cook for you, Mofe?
Did he lie?
Did he lie? You need to stop complaining. If you want to cook for your brother, I think you should just marry him and cook for him.
I should marry him
Stop
and
complaining
cook for him because he cannot cook. And to think
you should come and cook
carry
for
yourself
him.
doing makeup up and down.
Two of you will not kill me in this house. Two of you, you will not kill me in this house.
But come to think of it, what if she has to do it for the expansion of the company?
Did I pay it complete? Answer my question now. Did I pay your bride price complete?
Yes.
You will call them now. Tell them to refund me.
Look, I actually came here to give you an ultimatum.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Of what?
You have to choose between this job
There's
or
a
me.
saying that goes, what a man can do, a woman can do better.
But when she don't pull because my jatty.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
No, má pè mí Mr. Johnson mọ́, Johnson. O lè fà mí ràn gbọ̀ngàn, mo ti sọ fún ẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ náà.
Oh, ti change.
Mi ò lè change.
Báwo tèmi ṣe kọ́ ẹ?
Why don't they do like this? You're married.
Hey, what you marry no? She meeting me till last a little while. Check out where the last one day.
Can you just shut up? Show what okay, sir. More than so that it won't continue. Show what okay, show Ogbadu, sir.
Why are you yelling at me?
Why would I yell at you? Why would I? Show Ogbadu, sir.
What is going on? Are we fighting?
We're not fighting. I'm just trying to arrange the bed now and keep our space for our baby.
But I'm not even pregnant. Is it not by tomorrow? Is that the baby?
Oui. Yeah.
Monsieur? Oh no, I was feeling the pain for her.
There's nothing like crypto pregnancy.
Did you do NYC? She should know that these things are signs that are higher than her level.
Laughable, risible. Ishokunabi. See, I go school past 12 now, and I know say ritual killings they happen up to today. As preposterous as it sounds.
Okay, fine. Now picture this. I kill someone and boom, I'm all of a sudden rich. What is the correlation between blood and money?
Did you tell her that I don't cook for you, Mofe?
Did he lie?
Did he lie? You need to stop complaining. If you want to cook for your brother, I think you should just marry him and cook for him.
I should marry him
Stop
and
complaining.
cook for him because he cannot cook. And to think
You should come and cook
carry
for
yourself
him.
doing makeup up and down.
Hello and welcome to another enlightening edition of The Teacher, the program where we celebrate teachers, examine the issues shaping the future of education in Nigeria and beyond. I am Philip Yang. Education thrives in an environment of safety, stability, and trust. But across Nigeria, many schools are increasingly becoming targets of insecurity, from the abduction of students and teachers to attacks on school communities. The learning environment has come under serious threat. While governments continue to introduce policies and security initiatives, many stakeholders believe that political interference, delayed responses, inadequate funding, and poor implementation have weakened efforts to secure schools. Today, we examine the topic, security versus political interference, a major challenge facing Nigerian schools. We'll celebrate an outstanding educator in our Teacher of the Week segment, bring you a compelling documentary feature on school security challenges, and later engage with our guest in a critical discussion on what must be done to safeguard Nigerian schools. Stay with us. Today's Teacher of the Week is Mr. Kingsley Kelechi Ekpe, Vice Principal Admin, Daitams International School, Rivers State.
Now, what are intrinsic values? Intrinsic values are those things we cherish because they help mold our destiny. I've been a teacher for about 15 years. Okay, my motivation is that, when you see the young ones, okay, being as if they are lost and they need something to fill in that gap, that space, and that's learning. So I see myself, being in a position to fill that gap. I've learned so many things, how to do so many things, how to be able to, adapt to situations, especially when it's overwhelming, how to manage people, the students and the teachers as well. So it has been, a wonderful experience. Now, personally, it has molded me to know that there's how to relate with people. Interpersonal relationship is a very great virtue that I've learned in this system. My most fulfilling moment as a teacher is when I see students moving from I don't get it to I understand now. As a teacher, there are challenges, of no doubt. But I think one of the first steps to overcome those challenges is to be able to, have a different perspective, a different mindset. You can feel aware that you are called into a vocation, okay, and doing it with your heart, okay, is what will make you to go ahead. That will be your drive. How to stay motivated despite the challenges is to remain focused. Remain focused, okay, and do what you're doing, because you know that at the end, all the work, all the efforts you've put in, okay, you see them speaking, not necessarily for the children to remember you in the future by giving you something, but to remember that someone has impacted their lives.
He's a very good teacher, very interactive with his students, and I'm actually very happy that we are celebrating him because he needs more recognition.
What makes Mr. Ekpe different from other teachers is his ability to communicate and converse with his students, both as friends and as teachers as well. Mr. Ekpe has helped me to improve academically in the ways of advising me on how to behave in class, with decorum, respect, and to obey teachers.
Mr. Ekpe is calm, he's humble, and he's a person that listens. Working with him has become so easy because he has a way of interacting with teachers and he's able to coordinate the teachers very well such that the work goes on seamlessly.
He's loving, he's jovial, he's a fantastic leader. He's a people's person. He carries everybody along and he makes sure that the work is done.
For the period he has fielded these children into WAEC and NECO, they have come out excellent. That is professional. Then otherwise, he is a humble, dedicated, respectful teacher.
At a time when many educators face insecurity, inadequate resources, and challenging working conditions, teachers like Mr. Kingsley Kelechi Ekpe reminds us that the future of our nation is still being shaped by committed professionals in our classrooms. On behalf of the teacher, we say thank you for your service and congratulations on being our teacher. For millions of Nigerian children, school should be a place of learning, growth, and opportunity. But for many families today, sending a child to school has become an act of faith. Next is our documentary feature on school security challenges.
For many Nigerian parents, the simple act of sending a child to school has become a daily exercise in faith. Schools, once seen as safe havens for learning and development, are increasingly becoming targets of kidnappers, terrorists, and criminal gangs. The crisis is no longer limited to one region. It is spreading. On May 15, 2026, Nigeria witnessed 2 shocking school abductions on the same day. In Borno State, armed attackers stormed Musa Primary and Junior Secondary School in Askira Oba and abducted dozens of pupils during school hours. Reports indicated that about 42 children were taken, some directly from classrooms and others from nearby homes. Weeks later, many families were still waiting for answers. That same day in Oyo State, gunmen disguised as security personnel attacked 3 schools in Orire local government area, abducting 39 students and 7 teachers. Tragically, 1 teacher was killed during the attack, while another was later reportedly beheaded in captivity. These incidents have sent shockwaves across the nation. Demonstrated close. Enrollment has declined in vulnerable communities. Teachers increasingly reject postings to rural areas, while parents struggle with the anxiety of whether their children will return home safely each day. Despite government promises, security initiatives, and budgetary allocations, many fencing, surveillance systems, trained security personnel, and effective emergency response plans. Communities continue to ask difficult questions about accountability, implementation, and whether politics is standing in the way of effective security decisions. Education cannot thrive where fear reigns. If Nigeria is to secure its future, it must first secure its schools, because every child deserves to learn without fear, and every teacher deserves to teach without looking over their shoulder. This is not just a security challenge, it is a national emergency.
Welcome back. Following that insightful documentary, we now turn to our guest, Dr. Thomas Adejo Yusuf, who specializes in public policy and decentralized governance. A lecturer with the Department of Public Administration, Prince Abubakar Audu University, Ayingba, Kogi State, to help us unpack the growing concerns surrounding school security on the efforts to protect learners and educators. You're welcome to the teacher, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here with you to serve as a guest on this program.
Thank you. So, as we know, Nigeria has been plagued with a lot of insecurity concerning schools in many parts of the country. The most recent and most shocking is the recent kidnapping of children and teachers in Oyo State. So tell me, to what extent has political interference, poor governance, or lack of political will contributed to the continued vulnerability of schools despite repeated security warnings?
Thank you very much for posing that question. When we talk about security, we look at security in so many angles. It is a diverse issue. We talk about physical security, and we equally talk about there is a psychological security. The state of being safe, prevented from any harm, the state of being safe, that is what security means, it implies. And if we talk about the vulnerability of security issues as it relates to our schools in Nigeria of these days, you discover that it has really rendered our schools in a panic situation. The schools are no longer safe. The recent cases of Oyo, that of most recently also was one that happened around Karanamoda in Zamfara State. We had it. And as of today as well, we equally had it that those state government has issued an ultimatum that there should be closure of schools because of the threatening issues of security. So we are not finding it easy in this country. Even the teachers who are supposed to be at the front burner of teaching and learning are not finding things easy. They are taking things in fear, total fear. The students, the pupils as well. A lot of students, a lot of pupils have not given into education again because there is this threat that education is no longer becoming a business as usual, or it has become a threat even to their life, rather than being a positive part of their life that can make them grow and acquire knowledge. The environment has been rendered so vulnerable to insecurity. Security issues are on threat.
Wow.
Actually.
See, as educators, this is something that really borders down to the heart. Seeing, are we saying that schools cannot be protected, or the government have no ability to protect schools? Is that what we are saying?
Thank you very much also. We are not saying that schools cannot be protected. Schools can actually be protected. The issue of insecurity dates back for more than 4 or 5 decades. It is not today that we are having the issue of insecurity. They can be protected, actually. But the major issue is that the rudiments of bringing in the protection that students and pupils and even the teachers deserve, have they been put in place? One of such issues is the politicization of academic activities. Anything that has to do with academic, anything that has to do with the schools, it has been politicized in recent times, and we have not been finding it easy. In the academia, you don't see people that are most qualified taking positions any longer. It is on who you know syndrome, on who you know in the society that has the ability to bring you in. The most credible people have not been placed in the right positions to manage the insecurity problems that we're having in our Nigerian schools. That is one contending issue.
All right. Just like you just mentioned, Edo State shutting down schools. Several government interventions have been announced over the years to secure schools, but yet these attacks still continue. They continue now almost on a weekly basis. Where are the gaps What policies, what needs to be on ground to ensure these schools are protected?
Thank you very much. Also, there are a lot of policies that can be put in place. Not until today, there is a federal government policy on the safety, national policy on safety, security, and violence-free schools that was implemented by the federal government. This policy is meant, it has guidelines that is meant to keep the schools safe. If the policies have been actually integrated into the system, we will have a safer school. But the inability of government to implement these policies to the latter has actually affected our Nigerian schools today, and we are not finding it easy. If you come to think of it also, you discover that we spoke about politicization of positions in the school. Those that are the helm of affairs, security operatives that are supposed to, those who are experts in security issues, have not been rightly placed.
Okay, so you're saying the policies are there.
The policies are actually there.
So is the implementation
The implementation is the problem.
Who should be held responsible?
Well, the issue of security, you cannot hold one person accountable. When we talk about security, we are talking about you and I who are involved in this security issue. Because the first step to security starts from your doorstep. If you remember, we have the Know Your Neighbor policy that is always around. You cannot just wake up in the morning without knowing who is your neighbor and who is not your neighbor. Try to know, they say, if you see something, you say something. Try to know who your neighbor is. That is the first step to security. All hands must be on deck. Both parents, both teachers, critical stakeholders, and government should come to the roundtable to make sure that this issue of insecurity in our Nigerian schools is actually handled.
All right. So many school administrators still complain that security concerns raised at local level are basically ignored. We had the case of where they said security information went to a school, but security was pulled out. You understand? So how can school leaders, teachers, and communities be empowered to make urgent security decisions without being hindered by bureaucracy in the government sector?
Okay. The issue of security operatives, people going to meddle in security activities and being not accepted or not given the room to play their major part in security issues, we cannot totally say it is out of place. No, as stakeholders in security issues, you use the school management board